Remember the ANZACs, those brave men and women from the Australia and New Zealand Army Corps that paid the ultimate price so that we may enjoy the freedom that we have today. Despite constant assaults by the combined forces of the British and ANZAC forces, the place could not be taken. Then came the fateful day of October 31st, 1917. General Allenby was desperate after 50,000 British infantry with tank support had been driven back into the desert. With the sun about to set and with no water for many miles, they faced disaster. The Australian Light Horse commander, Chauvel, concocted a very bold plan. Why not let his 800 horsemen charge the Turkish artillery? A cavalry charge across 6,000 yards of open terrain straight into the face of the amassed Turkish guns. Some 4,600 Turkish troops were already entrenched in anticipation of the attack. The odds of 6-1 in favour of the Turks were astounding. Behind them were the nest of machine guns with the interlocking fields of fire, and behind that artillery commanded by battle-hardened German officers. The whole plan sounded like a recipe for disaster. The young men mounted their magnificent whalers and lined up to face the Turkish guns. There they waited, faces bronzed and tanned from the desert sun, emu plumes fluttering in the breeze, rifles slung across their backs and bayonets in their hands. All this was being attempted by men in extreme heat, many of whom had not tasted water for between 48 and 70 hours. History was about to be written. After days without water, and after being bombed and shot at, and after charging across 3 miles of desert sands, despite the combined weight of rider, rifle, ammunition and personal belongings, these magnificent horses steeplechased over the enemy trenches. What 11 bloody crusades, the military genius of Napoleon and the might of the British Army had been unable to achieve, this had been accomplished by 800 young, fresh-faced Australians. God had used one of the smallest and youngest nations in the world as his spearhead to open the gateway to his chosen city, Jerusalem. And Australia was just 16 years old as a nation. On the day that Beersheba was captured, the British War Cabinet agreed to what had become historically known as the Balfore Declaration.
Mystery